What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we need to look at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, the Solana charts, and the stock market, S&P 500. Pretty much for the most part, these markets have been in a consolidation pattern, not really seeing much movements over the past couple of days, especially this weekend, which is a typical pattern that we usually see within the markets. Not really much is moving at all during the weekend because the stock market is closed. And the markets have been doing some very weird things. I'll be honest with you. Some very weird things over the past couple of months, ever since the halving, which we did make an episode on a couple of days ago here, referencing the fact that with the halving completed, typically by now we should have some volume moving in the markets, and we haven't. We've been pretty much flatlined out, almost like that there is some sort of external force putting pressure, downwards pressure on the markets, halting it from seeing that break, which is insane. Now, I still have this, call it a biased belief, that we should see markets move up. Maybe, I mean, we still are within the window of breakout. It's within a year of halving, so we have till April. So we have a couple months left, like 5 months. But for the most part, we are still looking for that run, and it might not happen right now, but I still have confidence that it is going to happen. A biased confidence, a biased hope that we should see that market movement. I've been through a lot of these cycles, and it is pretty typical here. There is a lot of influence with the current federal, funds rate and, the stock market having an effect, which is why we talk about it now. But I really want to see where these markets are moving to. Now, we have some small adjustments to make on some of these cryptos. It's really nothing to write home about. You can see just a hairline tweak right there. Now allows us to use what is currently trending on XRP to reference continued market movement here. You can see we are inside a beautiful symmetrical triangle. We are filling in this gap. We do have a belief that we could see a reversal up like that starting tomorrow at its earliest. So, keep your eyes peeled on that market movement. We do have a lot to go over, but with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, BYDFI is doing a double rewards giveaway. For those that do decide to sign up here, you can receive $50 in rewards and a 31-day VIP rate. Now, I know this was for August, but I still think it's going on in September. I am going to actually contact them after this episode to make sure it's still going on. And if they have, I know it is, but they might have updated it with a new bonus, and then this one will get phased out here. But you can sign up with the link down in the description, get $50 in free sign-up bonus reward money. It's free, like I said. And then a 31-day VIP rate, which lets you trade around, free spot trading, extremely low trading fees, and a lot of other really cool features that you don't get unless you are a VIP. So it is a cool way to experience that without actually having the volume needed to actually become that. So it's a cool little test round here. More information about BYDFI later on in today's video. I will be updating you on how you can earn over $2,000 in free cryptocurrency bonus money as well, which is very cool. That's later on. Anywho, what we need to talk about today is obviously the XRP charts. We are looking at Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, stock market here, but you can see current coin market cap, quick refresh reveals markets are down about 2%. Consolidation for the most part here, flatlined out, flatline, flatline, flatline. Everything is pretty much either correcting lower or dropping. Markets overall for the week are down over 10%. Pretty insane. Sometimes almost 20% here. It's pretty remarkable to see the drop over this past week. Now, it really doesn't reflect that in the markets when you look at it here. I mean, then again, there is a pretty steep decline here. But for the most part, it's not really surprising by any means. All these cryptos have been off a decline over the past week and into correction here. It makes sense. We're just pinballing off top resistances, falling back lower here, and it's really not much of a surprise. Like you can see within XRP, major blast off, and now we're in some sort of consolidation, symmetrical triangle, filling this gap in. We've come back into contact with this moving average. Typically, that causes reversal. So we are looking for that market movement here to swing back to the upside. Now, it is an intra trade, which means we're not really making a ton of profit off of it immediately here, and it is very risky on the daily, but we would expect to see a movement like this, continued movements like this. It's not the drop, it's not a pump, but it is a small movement inside of the consolidative pattern here. And that's what we're looking for to trade. And this could open up doors to buy in, and longing this. Probably by tomorrow, we could see a small little reversal. And you saw those markets were down like pretty much blood in the water. We were down pretty much every crypto for the week. Everything is red across the board. 46 on the Fear and Greed Index here. This does show, oh, this is the time to buy. This is the time to get in, is when the markets are red, not when they're green and you FOMO in. So consider that an option here, because we really don't look too bad. And now that's the daily. When you jump to the weekly, you can get a bigger picture here. Like jumping to the weekly charts, we are in a descending fractal, and we are coming back into terms with a very solid support in yellow as well as the moving average here. If we can use this uptrend, the floor, and the moving average as support, we should be able to continue to squirm back up. Now, again, we'd like to see the breakout outside of here, but it's not always that possible. At the end of this, it could cause correction here, but we have mapped out at the Elliott wave that this is the 5th point of confirmation right here. And typically after that, we do see breaks outside of this. Obviously, that's a hope. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we don't look half bad. Like, there's lots at play here, and there's going to be volume coming back to the markets very soon. You just have to be very patient and keep your eyes pretty much peeled and updated on these markets. And when we do see the volume spike, we will enter and we'll take advantage of that. Obviously, doing so on BYDFI, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BYDFI lets you buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Every single thing you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI here. You'd see long, short. We have stop limit orders, market orders. You have the take profits and the stop losses here. On top of that, they have a welcome rewards bonus and a demo trading account. So what I like to do when I first started, I signed up, got the reward bonus here. Then I headed over and I completed these tasks and I earned a bunch of bonus money. You can see over 2K in free bonus money. Headed on over after that to the demo trading account. They give you 50 grand in Monopoly money. Practice your skills, test the market, get familiar, trade around, learn the platform. And then when you're ready, after you've made a few successful trades, click on live trade, head on over to the live trading account, and all the profit you earn off the bonus money that was given to you, so you're basically trading somebody else's money with no risk, you can pull out and withdraw to your Coinbase, which is very cool, very simple, very easy, and it's the best way to get introduced or to currently trade in the markets here. So if you have another exchange you're using, consider trying this because of how simple it is here. Anywho, moving forward from BYDFI, looking at these other cryptos, Solana is starting to dip below here. It's not too early or it's not too late really to figure out where this market's going to move to. Like, obviously, there are some tweaks that we could definitely include here, but we don't know for sure where top resistance is, where bottom support is. It's too early to tell just yet. Like, you can clearly see the consolidation that's forming here. We could easily move this up, and it is Sunday, and this might not close at as low as it currently is. It could very easily start to reverse up, but you can see the ideal formation that's starting to take place, and this will fill in the gap and eventually be led to make a decision. Similar with a lot of these cryptos, also reference that we are pretty much at the bottom. We are near oversold. We are at the bottom, and you can see typically every time we've hit the bottom here, look at what happens. Every time it usually ends in reversals up, and that's pretty much the goal and what we're anticipating to happen right now. So come tomorrow, we should see a reversal back up. It's an intra trade, but it's a reversal to the upside, and it's a long position to the upside regardless. So it is definitely an opportunity to capitalize off a long position here, which I'm excited for. Put Ethereum on the back burner. Nothing really standing out here that would catch my attention. Same thing goes with Bitcoin too. Nothing really on Bitcoin that's catching my attention. Main focus will be XRP and Solana moving forward into this week. Obviously, Ethereum and Bitcoin will float around and follow suit, but for the time being, I haven't really noticed much of a pattern here that will allow us to take advantage of these trades. So until then, we need a new technical indicator to form, like, oh, maybe it's not this. Maybe there's an actual downtrend forming here. It's too early to find where there's a support, where there's a resistance. It's too early. It's still being mapped out. Once we find it, then we'll know how to move forward from there. Otherwise, the stock market, like I said, we are on like the tightrope. We are walking a very tight line. You can see all-time high is right there. We're neck and neck with it right now. The difference between then and now is we were 75 on the relative strength indicator. Now we're 60. So big drop for only being like 1 point lower, which is incredible. But it could yield a correction here, and it wouldn't be surprising because it is a huge double top. There's a big possibility with that, but vice versa, obviously. Well, oh, he's saying we can go up and down. Yeah, it's very true, because you can see here we've just completed this. This was a much faster incline, which makes me lean more towards a drop, but it's very possible we can continue to soar higher here. It's very possible. Although the longer and longer and longer we flatline out like this, the bigger the chances of drops or runs can take place. And I think hopefully we'll see that decision this week, because we haven't really seen sideways movement like this in a very long time. You can see, I don't remember, we're going back till November of 2023. I have not seen any sort of consolidation like that. So it's very interesting. But with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.